Hello, Soul Family. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a quick, energetic update on what is happening globally and also on a personal level, and how can we deal with the situations that are coming up and how can we use them to our benefit, basically. So, in general, old patterns have been coming up for quite some time. For the past 4 years, very intensely, to be very honest. But they are usually coming and going, intensifying, then subsiding, because like that's the natural flow of our evolution. And now I'm sensing that for for the next 2 weeks or so, we're going to have this intensify once more again. So be prepared for old triggers, old patterns to come to the surface, to challenge you in maybe in new ways. Maybe some of them have been somewhat dealt with already on a superficial level or very deeply. But if we had some very old patterns or maybe things that we have assimilated during our childhoods or something that we have taken on from our family or maybe in other lifetimes as well, they go very deep and it will take some time to let them go, to transform them, to heal them. So be very patient with yourself. It's very important. And like usually it comes up as something very unpleasant because you think that, hey, like I already healed this. I already worked on this. So why is it coming up? Have I done a bad job or I failed at healing this specific pattern? And it usually means that you have healed like on a specific level. And after that, you're done with that. And then comes a bit of time of, like rest, reintegration, so you can make yourself ready for the next phase when another more subtle layer of that specific pattern comes to the surface. So that is going to come up. That's what I'm sensing and that's what I'm getting. So be ready to work on with more deeper layers of your old belief systems, old restrictive belief systems, also habits that are not very constructive and are no longer in alignment with who you are or where you're going energetically. And this is a completely normal part of our journey right now, because as you all know, we are ascending to a higher way of being. Vibrationally, everyone is shifting, the collective is shifting, Mother Earth herself is also shifting, and everyone who is on board with going to a new stage of our collective evolution. Of course, we have to do a lot of work and recalibration on ourselves. And that usually means that things that are no longer in alignment with who we are will be brought to the surface so we can make a conscious choice on what we want to do with them, basically. And usually when they are brought to the surface, to our attention, see it as your higher self or guides showing you that, hey, like now is the great time to deal with this. And it came up because things are aligning at this moment that makes it super easy, or at least easier in many cases, to deal with these issues. Because it doesn't have to be difficult. Now we're in a time and period which speeds things up, which is very evident to everyone. Things are speeding up, things are becoming lighter-ish, things can manifest much more quickly now. We're not as dense, which allows us to manifest way more quickly, which allows us to work through these old stuff way more quickly and with less effort. Okay, so how we navigate this, it's realignment. We are constantly need to realign, reassess, re-examine our old selves, like parts of ourselves that are maybe not in alignment where you want to be. It's also very important to clarify for yourself, like, who do you want to become? Like, how do you see your recalibrated self, your higher vibrational self? Like, how do you see yourself physically? How do you see yourself emotionally, mentally? Where are you going to be in your life? Like, what types of relationships will you have? Where will you live? Like, what type of job you will have? Which is great for clarifying to yourself, like, where do you want to arrive, although everything is like a long journey, but where do you want to be in the future? And of course, view things from that perspective, like would your current self in this moment, like there's a situation and like how do you react to it, like how do you deal with specific situations, how do you deal with situations, and is that way how you're feeling about it, the thoughts you have, and how you're dealing with stuff. Like, is that in alignment with where you want to be, basically? And like always, like reassess yourself. Like, am I right now in alignment with where I want to be in the future? And of course, to properly navigate this is the last point, is grounding. Do whatever type of outdoor activity that you can. It's really useful if you spend a lot of time inside, like go outside. In the northern hemisphere, it's still summer-ish, even though it's September. But like go outside, enjoy the sun as much as you can before winter kicks in and we are going to have a serious lack in sunlight, which doesn't really assist us in mood-wise and energetically. So go out, enjoy the sun, enjoy nature as much as you can, and just simply release the dense energies that you have assimilated and like attracted and absorbed during your day or days. Go outside and release it. Ask for the assistance of Mother Earth to absorb and release all those dense energies that are accumulated in the physical body, because we carry a lot of stuff in our physical body as well. And most of it's not very beneficial, especially if you like live in a very densely populated area, or you have a specific job or like family situation that is very challenging. We can absorb a lot of dense energies inside of our bodies. And of course, also electronics. I always talk about that too. So go outside, try to ground, work with nature, work with the soil, plant something, or just prune a plant, or just work with nature's energies, which will counterbalance and even out the divine masculine energies that are coming from the sun at this moment. So I hope that helped. And we're going to have a live event in 3 days on Thursday. So I hope to see many of you there. Have a wonderful week, and I'm sending you much love. Be well.